4, 3, 2.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new show here. It's the first show of the Klever Logic podcast. I'm your host, June. Shout out to Dope Ideas Media. This thing is brought to you by Hank Nation and Dope Ideas Media.
Facts.
We have two very dope hosts for this podcast.
Yo, does Klever Logic work? Let us know, because he's clever. I'm Logic. So, Klever Logic, does that work, not work? Do y'all fuck with it, not fuck with it? By the way, I'm a big nigga, so I got a towel on because it's big nigga season, so you know what I'm saying? We sweat during big nigga season, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to come out with my own line of designer big nigga towels, by the way.
Designer
you know what I'm saying?
Big nigga towels.
Big nigga towels are a necessary part of big nigga lifestyle. B&T's, big nigga towels. Fuck EFTs, we got B&T, big nigga towels, cuz. You know, we're going to have the Crip color for the Crips. We're going to have the blood color. We're gonna represent the GDs, you know what I'm saying?
I'm eating my BLT and my BNT.
Hank's going to design all of them.
There we go. We're going to have the mosaics, you know what I'm saying? Big niggas going to be out here fresh. We tired of grabbing these little dollar store towels, man. Somebody got to represent for the big niggas. I'll go ahead and fall on that, you know what I'm saying, on that knife. I'll take that cut. I'll handle that. BNTs by your boy Logic. Smart big nigga towels. You know
Coming
what I'm saying?
soon.
Coming soon. To a Family Dollar near you.
First episode, we already breaking news, man.
And I put it out here too. So this is like my initial, you know what I'm saying? What Joe Budden be saying all the time? This is my intellectual property right here, niggas.
Well, if you think that was an intro, this next guy.
Intellectual property, niggas.
The mic is yours there, Klever.
That's all you got to say. Like I said, the name for this week is Top 30 Klev.
And
Top
why
30
is that?
Klev.
Where do you get the top 30 Klev?
We're going to get into it, but shout out to B. Foster. Make sure y'all subscribe to MBR Foster Child. We just dropped version 2 of our MBR Top 50 Power Rankings. We shook MBR with this one, man. They still talking about it, man.
Let's get right into it, cuz. I
thought the first one was groundbreaking, but this next one here that happened the other day.
Yeah.
Not only did you piss people off again, but you got people talking, which was the whole idea.
When people get out their feelings and really think and use their minds, because that's what God gave us minds for to use, they'll realize, we create a space to where you can have a dialogue and not be judged and not be ridiculed, and to say,
niggas
I shouldn't
love
be here.
To judge and ridicule.
I shouldn't be here. This person should be here. But it also puts a chip on the shoulders of people, because now it's like, I feel like I'm ranked too low. Who won a battle? Now we're getting, as you can see, we're getting matchups and potential battles that, honestly, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pop my shit. Y'all wouldn't get these if it wasn't for this list. I feel like y'all wouldn't have got a Times versus Butter if it wasn't for the first list. I feel like y'all wouldn't have got a Vicious versus Classic if we didn't give y'all the first list. A lot of people, y'all want to get a lot of the shit. Now look, we got Times and Gun Hood Zeke talking about battling. Come on, man. But no, man.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on, June. Who we got talking about battling? Who you say talking about battling?
Go ahead, go.
Who talking about battling?
Times and Gun Hood Zeke.
Who?
See, that's why I said you had to wait.
Right.
I knew he had something for that.
No, so hear me out, right? So here's the thing. So I have to go ahead and automatically exclude myself from a large part of this conversation because I'm not familiar with a lot of these dudes like I should be. Correct me if I'm wrong. You specifically, Foster specifically, y'all fuck with MBR battle rap. Y'all watch a lot of these battles. Y'all go to a lot of these events. So y'all are familiar with the body of work of a lot of these MCs.
And that's why I feel like we're two of the most, if not the most qualified people to do this. Every single event, one of us are there.
I wouldn't argue that.
But there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who have questioned whether you guys are qualified to make a list.
Rightfully
Well,
so.
I think the biggest, I'm gonna tell you the biggest question and the biggest not is the fact that I'm doing it on two reasons. Number one, because I'm an actual active battle rapper, and they think I'm biased because of that.
Okay.
Number one, and then number two, people feel like I haven't been around NBR long enough.
Well, let's start off with that first one, right?
Yeah.
There's a check and balance in place. You have Foster there. It's just
Right.
not one person doing this list.
Right.
So Foster's pretty much unbiased, in my opinion.
Facts.
So he's not going to let Klever say, "Hey, I'm number 12." and
And I know
will
I'm
be
not.
Yeah, let's
Right,
rock with
right.
that.
Okay,
No.
hold on. Let me be asshole logic real quick.
What
Let me
other
ask a
logic
question.
is there?
You know what?
But go
Okay,
ahead.
I got to live with that. Let me ask you this though. So, are you telling me that Foster, doesn't have his favorite battlers?
He does, but
So, if he has favorite battlers, that means he has a preference. So, if he has a preference, how is he not biased?
I mean, anybody that reads the list has a preference.
So he's biased.
No, you can have a preference without being biased.
So let me ask you this: if you're a fan of lyrical rap, if you like, yo, I like lyrical rap. Lyrical rap is what I like, is what I gravitate towards, is what I'm interested in, is what I buy, is what I try to emulate. How can you properly rank a Jeezy, or how can you properly rank a 8 Ball or MJG if your ear is not in tune to that?
I can answer that.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's say I prefer 8 Ball and MJG
Facts.
over Ti.
Okay.
Right? Present day.
Yes.
Right? And I say, I go out and I can actually say I like them better.
Okay.
But if I say, who is popping right now, and T.I. just had an album last week, and MJG, 8 Ball and MJG hasn't released anything.
Okay.
Even though I have a preference,
Okay.
the facts is right there. I might not like what Times is doing as a battle rapper.
Don't shoot us, Times.
Shout
As you said, don't shoot us, Times.
Shout out to 50K.
I can, and I like Times. I'm just using
Yeah,
as
as an example, yeah.
I'm using him because he's number one.
Yeah, facts.
Facts.
On
So
the list.
second time in a row, by the way.
Now, and I might not have a preference for Times, but what he's doing amongst these 50, it's undeniable that he's in that top.
So that's what that's what I'm always confused about, is the criteria of the list. Because using the example you just gave, so I'm gonna let Klev answer that, because using the example you just gave,
Right.
if you're saying, yo, I think 8 Ball and MJG are better than T.I. However, T.I. has released more relevant music recently.
In a power rankings.
Yeah, so now I'm forced to rank a nigga higher that I don't personally think is better just because he's done work more recently. So is the list about who's the better battle rapper, or who's done, what have you done lately?
It's a power rankings list. It's
So that
not about
means-
skill.
So that's who's done what lately.
It's a power ranking
That
list.
it's
Go ahead, elaborate on
okay.
that, Klev.
It's very detailed. So let's start here. We did our first listen March. So to qualify for that initial list,
Okay.
you had to have either participated or had a battle drop on YouTube in the year 2020.
Let me ask you this. Let me stop you right there real quick. I'm gonna let you keep going, but I'm just gonna ask questions. Does this count for artists who are actively on a URL, RBE, or KOTD roster?
No.
Or does it have to be specifically just somebody who's on a, for lack of better words, no shot, a local battle league?
Local battle league.
Okay.
Now people like
Times.
a Times, like a Piranha, like a Shoddy P.
Yeah.
They're kind of teetering on that bridge because they're about to make that full transition, but we still count them. But you're
Why is that?
not gonna see because they're still taking local battles.
What was the last local battle shot he had?
That's the only thing.
That's the
Shoddy on there, but Mac,
That's the only.
Shotty's the only
thing
one.
So why is
I
Shoddy
would-
on there?
That's the only thing that I question when you say this. You're only doing the local battlers that haven't been on the main stage. Shoddy P's been on the main stage. Times has been on the main stage, but you can't include
Stack
Mac
Almighty.
or JC.
Well, okay, now you're on the main stage. You have been on the main stage before, but you're still
But you're still battling locally.
You're still battling at home. Now, Shoddy P might have been an exception that we could have taken out, but in generally speaking, you're not going to see a Calico, a JC, Mac Meyer, and Ill Will, those guys on the list.
And is it because, let me ask, I'm going to be ask the asshole questions. Is it because you want to have a space to rank battle MCs who may not otherwise get that look?
Absolutely.
Because Calico, go ahead.
Another thing is, like I said, it's a power rankings. The whole purpose of it was to motivate the battlers that are battling here.
Yep.
So why would I Calico doesn't need me to put him on the list to motivate him to battle at the league.
Right,
But it might battle, it might battle a nigga. It might motivate a nigga who's on the list. Because here's my thing, right? It might motivate. I'm just going to use the name that I'm looking at. It might motivate a Vicious.
It might.
It might motivate a Smith or Word. If a nigga says, "Yo, Vicious," we gonna put Calico on here because battle rap isn't music. When you're critiquing music, you got to take things into consideration that aren't equal.
Right.
If let's just use T.I. since you brought his name up. Right. T.I. has access to different producers.
Right.
That will put him in a different category above Vicious. Mm-hmm. T.I. has different engineers who might make his music sound better than a Vicious. He might have access to a different record label who can promote his music, who might make his shit sound better than a Vicious. Okay. But when we talking battle rap, it's your words.
It's your words.
T.I. got access to the same words as Vicious got.
For sure.
So who put them words together better? And if you say, yo, Vicious, right now, you're putting words together better than T.I. That's hell of a motivation for a nigga. You're putting words together right now better than Calico right now.
You're winning battles.
And you're winning. So that, in my opinion, just my personal opinion, once you exclude people who have access to the same resources, it kind of dilutes the value of the list.
That's fair.
Because I would want to see if JC last 4 battles ain't been on JC level, to tell a nigga like Smith the Words, yo, this year you've been doing better than JC.
That's fair.
We putting all y'all niggas on the same plane.
That's fair.
Y'all got access to the same thesaurus, to the same dictionary.
That's fair.
You've been killing. That's just my personal preference. So it's like automatically when you start excluding people who have access to the same resources, it dilutes it a little bit. Because it's like, yo, because if you number 27, if we add the niggas who should be on the list, really you like 36.
Well,
so
if you notice, like, I do ASG radio on Mondays.
Shout out to ASG Radio.
Shout out to ASG Radio.
And I am not in favor of these lists. I just don't have the time or the energy to argue.
June tried to talk me out of doing this both times.
And we're going to put Klever on the spot because we did an ASG award show.
Yes.
Where we gave a few awards away. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have but an hour-long show, and we just came up with like 5 or 6 awards to give to the MBR. And Klever was one of the first to say, oh, you guys are doing it wrong. Oh, we're going to do this on our show. Fucker. That's why I'm glad you're getting your ass.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
But it comes with the territory, though. I'm built for this.
He was on a live and brought it up, too. It was like, when I do our list, we ain't gonna do like June and them did. We gonna do ours.
I ain't say
so you know what? So you know what?
That.
You know what? Let's get into the list then. Let's get into the list.
Let's do it.
Let's let Klever pull up the list.
But before
go
we
ahead,
get into it, let me tell you more about the criteria.
Okay, yeah.
Look at. So,
please.
The first time we did the list to be qualified, you had to either participate in a battle or had a battle drop on YouTube in 2020. That promotes activity. So if you weren't a person that had a battle drop in like a year, 2 years, no matter how dope you are, we're not considering you. And that's kind of
activity,
giving you the push, like, okay, I need to come back outside. Once you qualify, we look at your strength of schedule. We look at your entire body of work. But then we take more into account of what you've done recently. You know what I'm saying? The old saying, what have you done for me lately? So certain battles and certain aspects, we weigh that way more. For example, if you win, let's say you win a 1-round battle at your home league. Let's say you win a 1-round battle on Alpha League. Let's say battler A wins, you know what I'm saying, a 1-round battle at home on Alpha. And battler B at that same time frame had a 3-round battle that was out of state, that was judged, and they won. So certain aspect of certain battles holds more weight when we break down your catalog.
Okay.
So if you did a battle that was judged and you're the definitive winner, like we hold that into account. So take for instance, we had Michigan at number 4, and he was the biggest jump as far as from the first list to the second. That was the perfect example of like, yo, I just need to be out here and I need to battle. Battle 1500 Illa, that was a clear win. That was a 3-round battle, clear win for him. Just had a crazy battle with Biggs, 3-round battle that was judged, won that. So we take all that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Biggs was also ranked in our top 10. So you're beating someone that's ranked in the top 10. That was 3 rounds, and it was judged.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Where do you rank wins versus quality of battle? Because let's say, for instance, I lose 3 battles in a row. But I got 3 fire battles where on a scale of 1 to 10, I was an 8, but the other nigga ahead of me was just on a 9. As opposed to somebody who may have been at a 7 every battle, but won each one of those battles because all his opponents were at a 6. So what do you rank higher? Do you rank wins higher than quality of content, or quality of content higher than wins?
We rate quality of content
Above wins?
Above wins.
Okay.
But just don't get into the habit of losing. I'm going to give you 2 perfect examples on the list. Our biggest drop from the first list to the second one was Fire. Shout out to Fire. Shout out to BOE. The first, we had him ranked in the top 20, I believe, when we did the first list. He dropped to 35th on this one. Since the first list, he was very active. He's had 4 battles ever since then. Lost all of them.
Was he dope, though?
He was okay.
He wasn't dope. Okay.
He was okay. One of the battles got vaulted. But then we look at someone like Biggs. Biggs was ranked within the top 10 and stayed, but he jumped like a spot or 2 since the first list. He only had, I believe, the 1 battle, if not 2. I forgot when him and Versus the God battle. But he did lose the battle technically to Michigan. That was a judge battle.
Okay.
But that is by far, to what we saw, we were in the building for that. That's his best performance. That's the best Biggs we've ever seen. So even though, like, you technically lost the battle, we still honor, like, your performance was incredible. So it's definitely how good you do in the battles over wins and losses. But like I said, as far as losses, don't make a habit of it.
Okay, so let's do this then, because we can't go, and no disrespect to nobody, we can't go over the entire list.
Facts.
And give every artist their proper critique.
If you
or
want
flowers.
to check out the list, it's on YouTube. Shout out to B Foster. Go to NBR Foster Child. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. The entire list. We have the top 50. We actually did like 68 people, so we had a whole bunch of honorable mentions as well. Check out the full video. You want to check out the full list.
So let me ask you this. So let's how many of these do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about top 10? Do you want to talk about top 5? What do you want to talk about?
I want to do
I got some questions
at
on this
least do within the top 20, because I know that the top 10 is all Detroit.
Okay.
And I want to get a couple of the Flint names in
Okay.
there. So go from the top 20.
So we going
It's not all Detroit.
So this we're gonna go top 20. So at number 20 you got Paulo Creed.
Yes.
Why is he number 20?
I believe he dropped since the first list, and that's 2 reasons. Number one, we had a lot of people that weren't eligible in the first list that were made eligible this time around, and they just naturally jump over a lot of people. Stack Almighty being a perfect example. So he dropped on there. He had 2 battles since then. High quality opponents, Enes, B Magic. 1-round battles, wasn't really anything to, you know what I'm saying, write home about. Didn't really have a lot of replay value in them battles either. I think he did good in both of them. But we just want to see more of him. Like, he's probably, if we're not talking about Anubis, Paulo Creed is the most well-known battle rapper in Flint still.
Okay.
But outside of the battle with Noah, he hasn't really, you You know what I'm saying? He had the oh my God. He had the one battle after Noah on ABCD against I can't think of my man's name from out of state.
So that means it doesn't matter.
From
Let's keep
Atlanta.
going.
That's my guy too.
He's not your guy if you don't know his name. Everybody knows their guy's name. You don't know his guy's name. Look, Paulo Creed is probably for what I do in music and what I listen to. He's probably my favorite as far as what he does. To this day, Max Derillis versus Paulo Creed is still one of my favorite battles. Paulo Creed is fucking amazing to me. Paulo Creed has been on cruise control for the last couple years. We're going to keep it 100. Paulo Creed is one of my favorite top 3 local Michigan battle rappers of all time. He's super dope, but he's been on cruise control. Paulo Creed, I don't know if you value your ranking on this list or not. You are fucking dope. Please bring your A game every time, but we can't spend a whole lot of time on each one, so we're going to move on. So let's go up to Clax Green at number 19.
Clax Green been very active since the first list. He battled Vicious Inc. That was a 3.
He just caught a body in Indiana.
Against who? Exactly. Moving on.
But listen, we take that into account. Like, if you're out of state, if you do out of state battles and do really good, we take that into account as well.
Logics are tough.
No, like, because it's here's the thing. It's a lot of niggas who dope. When Clax first came out, I was a big fan of Clax Green. And then he started doing the whole, no showing the battles thing. Started getting into
which he has.
No shows,
but lately,
but he's back.
He's back.
I hope so. I seen him. He was getting into it with somebody recently, which is in normal Clax fashion. You know what I'm saying?
He's back full.
I say he's.
I talk to him. He's on ASG radio every Monday.
Make sure y'all there to check that out.
He's the newest host on ASG. He's a permanent fix now. So
and I need to ask this question.
Claxavelli, shout out to Claxavelli.
I'm gonna ask this question about everybody, but I'm gonna ask it real quick about Clax. I meant to ask it about Paulo. But let me ask you this: Clax Green.
Let me run down what he's been doing. Really quick.
Go ahead.
He battled on Mark Watts' event in February before we did the first list. That was a 3-round battle. He did really good in that. Ever since we did the first list, he's had a 3-round battle against Vicious Inc. He won that. He had a battle against K2 from Indiana. Shout out to Ohio. K2 is from Ohio. That was a 3-round battle on Bar Wars. He also won that. And Clax Green is an example of, I think the list motivates him because he's been asking for times. And he's been on Time's head for months now.
Does Clax deserve that battle?
He's about two battles away.
2 wins away?
2 wins away.
So if he loses 2 battles, he don't get it.
Because you have to think. Times has battle. He's giving shots to Butter. He's giving shots to Fire.
If he deserves that battle, but he's battled Butter. Times battled Butter.
And we got.
I'm just talking about quality of artists.
And we got Clax Green ranked over Butter and Fire, and Times battled them both since the first.
I didn't say if the battle would realistically go down talent wise. Yes, does Clax deserve it?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna take your word. Like I haven't been on the Clax bandwagon since he's been back. When Clax first came out, when he first hit NBR, I was a big fan of what he does. It took me by surprise that when I first seen him, he was white. I'm like, oh shit, he dope. Like Clax is dope. But when he started doing the no call, no shows, I stopped paying attention. So in my mind, right now, Clax doesn't matter. Like,
I feel it.
In my mind. I'm not saying he's not talented. Right now, he doesn't matter. And keep in mind, the reason I'm talking from a casual battle rap fan standpoint. Klever is talking from a avid battle rap fan standpoint. There are certain people who are going to come to every battle because it's a battle, because it's NBR, because I'm a fan of the league, because I know Dollar, because I know Esmo, because I know who's throwing the event. And there are certain people who's going to come when certain names perk their ears up. Right now, Clax's name doesn't perk my ears up right now.
He's on his way.
So for a casual fan, I know he's dope. I can't take nothing away from him being dope. But right now, am I taking a Saturday to come watch Clax right now? Not really.
I get what you're saying.
No shot. No.
I feel it. Shout out to Claxavelli, man.
All right, let's go up to number 18, Stubbs. I'm not familiar with Stubbs. I'm going to let you take it away.
Dre Stubbs probably one of the most controversial ones because we had him ranked right under the top 10 in our first list.
So he fell off.
Stubbs is our perfect example of you falling off due to inactivity.
Okay.
And Stubbs, as far as performance, energy, and potential, top 5 in NBR to me. If we looking at the trajectory of how great he can be,
When niggas get to using buzzwords,
we had to stop right there.
he said potential,
Wait, hold on, Clever. You have to stop right there.
trajectory, like yo.
that's fine.
Wait, hold on. Logic.
Yeah.
Clever said it's probably projected, number 5, top 5 in NBR, and you had to look.
Yeah.
What was that?
Because if you top 5 in NBR and I never heard of you, and then you start using words like, well, I've heard of him. I've never been compelled. I've never been compelled to watch. There's certain names on this list we're gonna get to that I had never heard of.
He's
but
about
it was so much. It doesn't matter.
Clearly to you.
No, but I'm just saying, in today's day and age, battling a name don't matter. If I got $800 and it's around Christmas time, I can battle an NBR name. Like battling a name don't matter. It's Christmas time, so it's like I've heard. So let me not disrespect Stubbs, 'cause I know him. He may be one of the ones who might shoot me. Don't shoot me, Stubbs. I don't know who
Great guy.
Great guy.
But what I'm saying is, if I haven't been compelled as a casual fan to watch your material, and then you say top 5, and I'm like, oh shit. And then you immediately follow that with trajectory and potential. That's telling me that he hasn't done anything yet to be top 5. But if he keeps continue doing what he's doing, you're expecting it to get better. And you're expecting that he's gonna be top 5. That's just like if I can't cook, but if I keep cooking, well, one of these meals gonna be good. This one ain't good, but I see what you're doing. You got enough garlic and you got enough seasoning. So if you get the temperature right, it might be like, no, like don't give like, listen, here at Plug City, we look at this table, guys. There's no orange slices up here. We don't give out orange slices. We don't give out participation awards. We ain't giving out attaboys. Like you saying top 5 right out of time. Top 5 is Tom's, Piranha, Stack, Gun, and Shotty. If he stay consistent, which one of them niggas he knocking off? Exactly. Let's keep it going. So number 17, we got Michael Ice. Now this is somebody who I'm super familiar with. Somebody who I think is super dope, and he's ranked so low. I have to assume it's due to activity, but I don't know. So I'm going to let you take it away and tell us why it's 16 people in Michigan better than Michael Ice.
The biggest one was inactivity. And then he was a casualty of the timing that we did this list, because at the time of this recording, he's actually doing a battle today, 2-on-2 with Toms in Indiana. So that might have helped him get higher on the list. He actually scheduled to battle Noah in a couple weeks on Alpha in a 3-round battle. That would have helped him as well. But like I said, we take into account that his last battle was against Dre Stubbs, which was well over a year ago.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel talent-wise there's 16 people in NBR better than Michael Ice?
No.
Okay, cool. So we ain't got to go do too much debating on Michael Ice. Moving up to number 16, 16, excuse me, Gun Hood Zeke. Go.
This is the one. Okay. This is the one he's waiting on.
Ought to be good.
This is the one he's waiting. Okay.
I want people out there that's watching this to focus on logic.
Don't focus on me, bro. I just want to hear this. I want to hear.
This is a perfect example of us proving that we're not biased.
Okay.
Because just as battle rap fans, if we just take ourselves just outside of the realm of making this list, I am not a fan of Gun Hood Zeke as a battle rapper. I'm not. I think he's very basic.
Okay.
He's an amazing performer, though. But if we take into the account, you battled 2 of the top 5 that we have on this list, and they were both debatable. We can't take that. Here's the thing about Zeke, and I hate it, but it is facts. You can take Zeke's entire catalog in battle rap. You can't give me like a clear, definitive loss.
But here's the problem with that though, right? And which is why I asked you the setup question. I threw you the left jab to set up the right hook.
Yeah.
You told me quality of content matters more than wins and losses.
Absolutely.
So he's top. So you're telling me key things. You're not a fan of what he does,
Really.
but he doesn't have any debatable. He doesn't have a whole lot of clear losses.
He doesn't.
But you can't tell me his content is fire. So how do you have him at number 15 if he doesn't have 16, if he doesn't have the content, if content matters more than wins and losses? So what you're telling me, so before you set yourself up, because I don't want to play you. So what you're telling me is everybody above Zeke. You're telling me that they're all up there because Zeke is at number 16 because of wins and losses, not because of quality, who he's battled, and wins and losses. You can't say clearly Gunn smoked him. You can't say clearly this nigga smoked him. So everybody above Zeke has to have more clear wins than Zeke to justify being above him. Because you've put him there, you say your quality of content ain't got him here. Wins and losses got him here. He stood in front of names who were above him and didn't clearly lose. So everybody above him gotta have more wins. So
two things.
Why is Zeke
answer,
there?
Okay. To answer your question, we're gonna continue to go through the list, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure everyone ahead of him has more clear wins than him. I'll say that.
Okay. Against the quality of opponents, though, right? Because Zeke has had quality opponents.
And that's the thing. Zeke's strength of schedule is crazy in comparison to the
If
rest
I get
of the
knocked
list.
out by a lot of niggas who can fight, nigga, I'm still the nigga who got knocked out by a lot of niggas who can fight.
But also Zeke.
He's not getting knocked out though.
Zeke dropped a couple spots because of inactivity as well.
He's not getting knocked out though.
So let me do this, let me be honest about Zeke.
He had a really good performance against Stace. Main event that event.
But it's
Clear win. It's Stace.
Stace.
Stace didn't make the Stace was honorable.
Stace
But
made the list.
I'm just saying the things that he's done since the first list. We have to mention these things. We have to take everything into
Right.
consideration. Whether if it's a number 3 or number 62. We got if it happened, we gotta consider it.
Man, Zeke is y'all poopy do. That's who Zeke is. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. Zeke is a nigga who music-wise, he goes. Zeke is a nigga who, at a certain point in time, had songs buzzing in Flint radio. It goes. Zeke is a nigga, R.I.P. Cassius, Zeke battled Cassius, and they brought the fucking city out.
And he
Zeke,
won. He won that.
but
battle.
it don't matter. But once again,
That might be his only clear win.
Quote me a bar.
That Cassius battle might
Quote-
be his only.
quote
clear
me a
win.
bar.
I have no clue.
Exactly.
I have no
So
clue.
what I'm
I
saying
can't
is,
tell you.
but he brings people out. He's charismatic. He performs as you say. Zeke is a nigga. If you put Zeke on a card right now in Detroit, niggas coming out. You put Zeke on a card in Flint right now, niggas is coming out. Same way Poopy do in Pontiac. Niggas can say whatever they want about Poopy do. Poopy do on a card in Pontiac, the city's coming out. You getting back financially. Niggas is coming out. Poopy do has a huge family. The Manley Rouser family is huge in Pontiac. So he's bringing people out. So you always gonna want to incentivize Poop to be involved in whatever's going on because he's a moneymaker. Gun Hood Zeke, musically, I've heard some of his music. He's dope. He has a following. He brings people out. You said you don't like him. Not that you dissing him. No diss. He's not your cup of tea.
Yeah.
But yet you put him on your list above 35 other motherfuckers.
Yep.
And it just seems like you put him on your list. He's not, if he's not your cup of tea, why is he in the front of your cabinet? Like the shit that you ain't fucking with is in the back of the cabinet. I don't want this nigga put my Lipton's right here. Don't put this green leaf right here. I don't fuck with that.
At that point, we just say, I didn't do this list by myself.
So
And
so
it's not,
let me ask you this.
it's not just based off my
I'm gonna give you the
opinion.
bus to throw Foster under. Foster said Gun Hood Zeke was dope.
He's a bigger fan of him than I am as a battle rapper. I'll say
If
that.
on a scale of 0 to 10, you like him at 0, where does Foster like him at?
I'll say about a 6 or a 7.
So where does Foster like him at?
I say about a 6 or a 7.
So where do you like him at? 0?
I'll give him a 2.
two.
I'll give him about a 2.
About a two.
He'll give you.
2 for those of y'all who don't know, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So that means on a scale of 1 to 10, they combine like him at a 3, but yeah, he's at number 15 on the licks.
16.
16 on this. Zeke gonna shoot one of y'all niggas. That's why y'all put him there. Zeke a shooter. Shout out to Gun Hood Zeke. That's why it makes sense. Gun Hood Zeke is a shooter. Zeke, and guess what? I'm not coming to an event, so you can't shoot me, nigga. Now, what? Nigga, you have to shoot me from home. What's that movie when the niggas had the curving bullets? What was that shit called?
Oh my God.
Want it. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. You gonna want to shoot me because you can't shoot. I ain't coming, nigga. If Zeke on the car, if any nigga on Flint on a car, I'm not coming. So Paulo, you my nigga, but I'm not coming to your event. Anubis, you my nigga, I'm not coming because Zeke not gonna shoot me at y'all event. Zeke should be at number 37.3. Okay, but don't shoot me. Now this nigga I love trolling, but I'm not gonna troll him because he's actually kind of talented. Not kind of talented. That was a slight. Smith Award is at number 15.
This one puzzled me. Not on ability, but I guess Smith did battle KD.
That's a win for him too. We had him winning that battle.
Where's KD ranked on the list?
I just thought KD's not. KD's. Come on now. I totally forgot about him battling KD in just a second.
It's like Alabama playing Perry.
Smith and Words would have been ranked higher on this list with just that battle if it wasn't for the Jose Langston battle he did a couple weeks before.
Did Smith or Words cut his dreads by choice or by nature?
They fell out.
No, hold on. So you just telling me
he was walking down the street and they just.
Like,
Smith of Words dreads is Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah,
Nigga just fell out.
Just split.
Hey, somebody was looking for him and they just followed the dreads.
Duh. Smith of Words and his dreads had a falling out.
Yeah. It happens.
Yo, Smith, you and your dreads ain't on speaking terms, my nigga.
It happens, man.
But no,
you get a certain age, your dreads just fall out.
It just goes. Yeah. It just goes.
Hey, Smith, your dreads got flued out.
Most people lose their hairlines. Smith lost his dreads.
Hey, but you know what? You know why I'm talking shit about you, Smith? One, because you're a cool ass nigga, but two, because I had dreads too. My shit used to come down to my waist, and Mother Nature called my shit home, and I used to look at your dreads and hate. And now your shit got called home too, nigga.
Nah, he cut his shit.
He cut it.
Nah, nigga, that shit got called home.
You don't want to hear that.
Yeah, the dreads went to the upper room, nigga, right with mine, nigga.
But no, to have a what we consider the definitive win in a 3-round battle against a big out-of-town name as KD, he would have been ranked higher on the list if it wasn't for the Jose Langston battle he did right before the list.
Real rap, though. No bullshit. Who is KD? I'm not familiar with KD.
He's a battle rapper from St. Louis.
Does he really does he have a big name like that, though?
Bigger than us, yeah.
Not fronting. I'm just saying I'm not familiar. I'm not even being funny.
Bigger than 80% of it.
I want to say
a Shotty P type nigga. Yeah. According to what Hank is saying.
But he's always been around, though.
Okay, I'm not too familiar, so I'm not even being funny.
I want to say he's like mid-tier.
Okay. So mid-tier would be, to me, would be like a Mac Myron. Mac Myron is mid-tier, so he's
he's like that level for St. Louis.
Okay, cool. I'm not too familiar.
I mean, he's battled here and there. He's battled on Gates of the Garden, and he has a classic with JC.
Classic with JC.
Like,
classic with Verb.
I'm not too familiar with him, but all jokes aside, I actually fuck with Smith for words. I think he's dope. So I don't have no real complaint.
But yeah, he had and going into the Jose Langston battle, he was telling people, I have nothing for him. I'm about to freestyle this round. And
him and Jose did a 1 round?
They did a 1 rounder. And the fact that he still debatably won that battle shows why Jose Langston respectfully is ranked where he is.
Where's Jose ranked at? Like what? I don't see him. I got the top 27.
No, he's not on that one. He's not on that.
Okay.
He's in the 40s.
So him battling Gambit ain't do nothing for him?
No, because that was a judge battle that he lost. Okay. Gambit won that battle.
Okay.
And Gambit is ranked 30th.
Was Jose fire in that?
I actually wasn't in attendance for that battle, and the only reason we was able to count it was because it was a definitive win.
Hey, Roses, Gambit told me to ask y'all, is the battle gonna drop? Is it dropping? Gambit didn't tell me to ask that, but I just decided to ask that because I seen y'all back and forth on social media, and I just wanted to be better.
I saw that too.
He didn't tell me to drop that, but
we got next,
It's public knowledge.
It's public knowledge.
Public knowledge.
Gambit staying some shit. Shout out to the Roses. I don't know y'all personally. I'm just.
But shout out to Smith for words though.
Shout out to Smith though. Let's go up number 14. Vicious.
He was top 10 V. We had him ranked, I believe, number 6 or 7 the first time we did the list.
How the mighty have fallen.
Inactivity. And then the only battle I think he did was a judge battle against Classic. It was a 1-rounder.
No.
Classic didn't have.
He battled
Gun.
Gun because I went to that event. Yeah.
And then we had Gun winning that battle. We did
Vicious
have
was
Gun
But
winning.
it was a close battle.
It was
though.
Vicious
close.
was fire.
It was close.
I'm not too familiar with Vicious. I went to that battle because Stack Almighty battled my man from Ohio who sound white. He sound like a bigger version of 100 Bullets. Dallas Cash, right? Stack battled Dallas Cash. But I'm saying Dallas
It
Cash.
wasn't Dallas Cash.
Was it Dallas Cash? I thought he battled Dallas Cash that
He
battle.
do sound white though. It might be.
Dallas
Dallas
Cash.
Cash battled Pose.
Yeah, Dallas Cash battled Pole. And he battled another big dark skinned nigga
It was
who
Cash Money.
Cash Money.
Cash Money. Yeah, he was dope. No disrespect to him. Shout out to him. Dallas Cash just sound like the dopest. He's the dopest. He like a doper 100 Bullets. He just sound like he'll shoot me and then wipe the blood off my shirt. Like, I'll shoot you in your face and then wipe the blood. You're not a thug. You're gonna get judged. I shoot the slug. I'm like, dog, this nigga be a
yo.
Nazi. Dallas Cash be going.
Bars.
You're not
But
even.
no.
he be going. But yeah, Vicious. I remember I was there because him and Gun battle. I was at the event in the park. It was in a barber shop and it was way too much smoke and niggas was too close covidly for me, so I dipped out. But I saw Vicious and Gun, and I was always familiar with Vicious' name, but I had never really seen his battles like that. And once again, casual fan, he didn't really ring the bells for me. Him and Gun went out there and they got into some shit. Like that was a dope
a really
battle.
good battle.
That was a dope.
But
So
we both edged Michigan in that battle. He was a casualty of new people being eligible leapfrogging him as well.
I want to hear some of these leapfrogs because he was fired at battle. But Glow. I'm not familiar with Glow. Glow was at number 13.
TID Glow was our most controversial on our first list. We had him ranked third in our first list. This was solely based upon no one was doing the amount of battles at that time than he did, and he was battling out of state. Battled C3 in Cleveland, 1-rounder, really dope battle.
You won?
No, I didn't get that.
So y'all gave that nigga an orange slice.
No, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is another thing that we considered.
So who did he beat?
When we let me explain this.
Okay, go ahead.
When we take into consideration when you're battling these URL names, battling these Queen of the Ring names, like these top tier names, the only way we'll put it we'll really put it against you if you just get destroyed. Perfect example, Prep and Tony Snow.
Okay.
And Snow is my guy. Got destroyed. But if we can say, like, yo, you had a debatable battle with, like I said, shout out to Chili. We had Chili from Grand Rapids ranked in the top, I think, like 30 or 35. And he had a close debatable battle with JC. I have JC winning the battle. But when it's that caliber and that level of opponent,
But the quality of what the opponent does to you. Because if I play LeBron James one-on-one, but LeBron James don't play me with the same intensity that he played KD.
and that's the only reason Chili isn't ranked higher is because JC was just
So what happened with Glow and C3? Was C3 on
No,
fire? Or was she
C3 was on it. C3
Okay.
was on it. And the battle was close. He did now, after this list, he did battle Fonz in Cleveland. One-round battle, got destroyed. Now, Fonz is a URL name. He won the Ultimate Madness season 2, I believe.
Yeah, he's a bottom tier URL name.
He's made it there.
But
And he's from Cleveland. He's from going into his backyard.
So it's like he went to a nigga crib, got his ass whooped at a nigga crib, and you and Foster was like, hey, yo, you brave as hell for going to a nigga crib.
He was ranked third on our first list.
But who did he beat to get ranked third? Silence. Okay, let's keep it. When you got to take a deep breath and try to gather your
Listen, we've been drinking and shit,
Yeah.
and we ain't talked this over. The questions we gonna get.
But I'm just saying, if it, I'm just wondering, which is why I'm trying to kind of speed through a little bit. We won't spend too much time because we already about 45 minutes in on just battle
Next
rap.
name,
So
dog.
this might
Next
be the
name.
battle rap pod today, man.
Next name.
Who was King?
Wow.
I'm not too familiar with everybody. Like I said, I know nigga take me to the King.
June, I'm gonna let you take this one.
Go ahead.
Cause wow.
Talk to me about King.
King came on the scene as a part of the new class.
Okay.
He is Greyhound Gang.
Okay. He's really a shooter. So let me go ahead and calm myself down. You know what, King? I apologize for the disrespect.
Now, here's the thing about King. King is
Don't shoot me.
NBR's golden boy.
Okay.
He's probably the youngest battle rapper out of this entire crop.
Now, King has battled on iBattle.
Okay.
Did really well.
Okay.
He just battled Saga last
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Did good.
Did you win?
No.
I wasn't there.
Okay.
They said Saga gave him 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say he didn't win, but he was fired though.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. He did real well.
I'ma check him out.
He battled Glow. He beat Glow.
He beat Glow.
Okay.
He probably one of the Alpha's top 5 all-time battles with Dre Stubbs.
He's a good puncher. He's doing new things now. He's changing. He's doing things
the
with his,
flows
with his
he's
cadence
using
and flow.
now.
He's trying different things. He's a breath of fresh air.
Let me ask you this: is he a type of dude that? And I'm gonna throw a throwback name. If Norbs, if P, if ARP, if Organic, if one of those guys was to come to Michigan to watch a battle, is he one of them names that they'd be like, "Yo, come with me"?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Honestly, I don't know. So I'm not dissing. I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying I'm gonna check him out. Like, y'all putting me up on game.
Check him out.
So I'm gonna definitely check out King.
Watch King versus Dre Stubbs.
Okay, I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check out that one, but I was already tempted to watch
Check
Saga
him out
because you said
versus
it.
Glow too.
The Saga battle not out yet.
Oh, he's not out. Okay.
Not out yet.
What's
It
the
will
ba-
be, though.
What's
But Foster was there, so we
Okay.
counted.
okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right, let's move on. Number 11, Noah.
Noah was at risk on being lower on this list because of inactivity, because his last battle was against Dre Stubbs. That's another great Dre Stubbs
Man,
battle
a lot
to
of Dre-
check out.
A lot of Dre Stubbs. I'm hearing that name a lot. I feel like I'm missing out.
And that was almost going on a year and a half ago now. So he was in danger of just plummeting on the list.
Okay.
But right at the last minute, had a 3-round battle against E-Real. That was a Judge Cash battle, which he did lose of a vote for 3-2. It was a very, very close battle. Strength of opponent, we haven't mentioned E-Real's name yet. And then he battled Mitch Mitch last week in a 1-round battle. Foster was in attendance for that, so we count that as well. I'm hearing that he edged that battle.
Okay. I don't have nothing for him. June?
He has Michael Ice coming up. 3 rounds.
I mean, I like Noah. He's a lyrical miracle nigga. That's the nigga. His Facebook name was like Noah Kemet Till.
Yeah, Noah Kemet Till.
Yeah, Noah. He does what I like. You know, he don't really stand out too much for me, but he's not whack to me. He's just
Noah's dope.
Noah's crazy.
I think he was disappointed with his ranking, but like I said, part of it has a lot to do with he's like had one battle in the past since the pandemic.
And like I say, if he didn't have these 2 Hail Mary battles at the buzzer,
Right.
he would have really
been
not
on the
liked his ranking.
Yeah.
you have to remember, fellas, they rank activity high.
Yes.
They're ranking
you had to be
activity
outside.
high.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, like I said,
And
one
when
of
we
the
get
things
to like
is one of the things is to try to motivate
Yeah.
the people that are actually
Active.
outside.
Yeah, I get it.
so he's like, all right, I
But
got it.
that sent him a jolt.
And if it worked, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Because Noah is actually, like I say, he do what I like.
Yeah.
He's one of them ones, so I fuck with him. So let's
But
go.
before we continue,
Okay.
I do want to give a quick shout out to our person we had ranked number 27. Shout out to C Breeder Lyricist. We did have her ranked as number 27 as the number 1 ranked female in NBR currently.
Orange slices.
I just want to throw that out there.
Orange slices.
Seabree's dope. Shout out to Seabree.
Check out,
let
and
me ask
also
this.
check out Seabree's
Seabree-
rendition of her. She made her own list after we did.
Is Seabree the chick who took a boat to go whip somebody's ass?
She took a boat.
She took a
ferry,
a ferry, a bus,
Uber,
cab.
plane,
She walked the rest of the way.
scooter,
She took some Heelys.
and rolled 2 chickens butt naked to whoop some ass.
So look, I remember that video, and I seen.
Make sure you invite
So,
me.
I don't want no smoke with C-Bree.
Motherfucking barbecue.
I don't
Fuck
want
y'all
no
talking
smoke with
about.
C-Bree. Like, I seen them punches and I seen them knots, and I do not want either one of those.
And
But when you go down from talking about number 11 to drop down to 27, that's orange slices, bro.
I had to give it up to the ladies. We
You
haven't
didn't.
talked about none of the ladies.
You did. This is rap. They all got access to the same thesaurus. They all got access to the same dictionary.
This guy's tough.
When you,
This guy's tough.
But here's the thing, though, right? You got to make everybody earn their shit. Like, if you're saying I'ma give some, cause she's a lady, you saying that ladies can't put words together as dope as men. Like, Maya Angelou ain't one of the dopest poets, period. Like, Nikki Giovanni ain't putting words together, period. Like, Jessica Cara Moore ain't putting words together, period. Like, Rhapsody ain't putting words together. Like, Nicki Minaj ain't putting words together. Like, Jean Grey ain't put words. Like, these niggas are dope, period.
I'm gonna stop giving credit for now on.
Don't give orange slices,
Who's the next
bro.
person? Who's the next person?
Don't give orange slices.
Who's the
man.
next person?
Number 10, Impose.
Pose.
I'm stepping out of this one.
Clear win against Marv 1. Clear win against Marv 1. We're gonna start there. His Impose, if we look at his entire resume, he might have the best resume in NBR. He's battled damn near everybody. So we took that in consideration as well.
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for Logic. Come on.
And then we had him winning against Dallas Cash with his most recent battle.
That was a good battle.
That was a really good battle.
That was a good battle.
Go ahead.
No, I ain't, like, the reason I said I'm stepping out, because I fuck with Impose personally. Like, I fuck with Pose. He's a solid dude. He's a genuine dude. Only thing I disagree with that you said was the Marv 1 shit, because we got the shittiest Marv 1 we've ever seen versus Pose. Like, he literally just came and did. Marv 1 made it clear, yo, I wasn't prepared for the battle. Some real shit was going on. The only reason I showed up was because I wanted Pose to get the look that he deserved.
And shout out to Marv for doing it.
Wait. Are we giving out orange slices with Marv?
No, I'm not. No, he's not getting nothing. I'm not giving Marv anything. I'm saying I'm not ranking Pose high for beating that.
Well, Pose did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, but I can't say, like, if I'm putting you on the
can't
list.
take that away
Yes, I
from
can.
him.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
No,
Yes,
you
I can. I
can.
can. Yes, you can. Let me tell you why.
As an MC,
Let me tell you why.
You can't control what the other person is
But that
saying.
don't mean I'm going to sit here and say that, yo, you went to war with this nigga. Like, if
I didn't say that. I said he won.
But let me tell you
He
the
won
value.
convincingly.
He
The
won
value of
convincingly.
winning is the fight you put up. If me and Mike Tyson scrap and niggas say Logic whoop Mike Tyson ass, the thought process is Mike Tyson fought back.
No.
If I whoop Mike, then
No,
why are you
that's a
giving
bad-
me credit for
that's a
whooping
bad
the nigga
analogy.
ass
That's
who
a
ain't
horrible
swing?
analogy.
Hold
So
on,
why-
hold on.
No.
If you get into it with Mike Tyson,
Yes,
and the end result is that you whooped his ass,
but Tyson didn't swing back.
I don't care if he was tied up.
That don't mean. Let me tell you
got
something.
that
whooped
shit.
his ass.
False. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story my nigga told me. Shout out to my nigga Dre Jeter. Let me tell you a story he told me. When they was in college, he was like, his roommate got into a fight with this nigga who was drunk. And them niggas was arguing. The drunk nigga was wilding, doing some shit he shouldn't have been doing. His boy beat the shit out of the drunk nigga. Whooped his ass like dog walked this motherfucker. Knocked the nigga clean the fuck out. Then niggas had to drag the drunk nigga back to his dorm room, put him in his bed, make sure he was okay, and watch him throughout the night to make sure this nigga didn't die in his sleep. Like, they didn't know if nigga was gonna stop breathing. Like, dog, this nigga woke up the next morning, sobered up, niggas told him what happened, went over there beating on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, bring that nigga out here, cuz. Nigga did woo, 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 woo. Bring that nigga out here. And niggas was like, oh shit, he's awoke. The nigga who whooped his ass the night before, I'll go whoop that nigga ass again. Nigga was like, yo, chill out. He's not drunk no more. Chill the fuck out. He's not drunk. Chill out. No, fuck that. I whooped that nigga ass. They couldn't calm the nigga down. The nigga went outside and got drugged by his braids. Knocked teeth out. Broke his nose. Broke ribs. The nigga got his ass whooped. You thought because you whooped a nigga ass while he was drunk that meant something. When that nigga sobered up and was ready to go, a totally different fight. So you don't get credit for whooping a drunk nigga ass. So if Pose beat Marv 1 and Marv 1 didn't compete, you can say, hold on, y'all can go. You can say Pose's shit was dope. You can say Pose rapped. You can say Pose did whatever. But Pose versus Marv 1, I watched that battle. I'm a fan of both. Pose did exactly what he would have did if he was at home and he was rapping in the mirror. Marv put up no fight. Give him credit for having quality material, good jokes, making the crowd laugh, but don't say the nigga beat Marv like Marv gave him what he gave Fatal. Don't say that, because he didn't. It would have been a totally different battle.
Okay. Marv wasn't drunk.
But he wasn't. He didn't write.
But Marv also
Whose
lost.
fault is that?
Marv also lost.
Once again, I'm not saying Pose wasn't good. I'm saying you can't give him credit for fighting a nigga who didn't swing back.
So I guess in hindsight, Pose is supposed to say, oh, he didn't do that well. I'm not going to rap my bars.
No, what I'm saying is this person, as an objective critic of the culture, is supposed to look at that battle and say, yo, Pose, you did good. But I can't sit here and act like you beating Jordan with the Wizards wasn't the same as beating Jordan in 98. I can't rank those the same.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, which is all great points, and I kind of just want to just run through the rest of the list of this. I kind of want to try to talk about these albums if we got the time for it. But just a quick question.
Yeah.
So should we not just count that battle at all then?
No, we should count. We should look. What I'm saying is the value of that battle, in my opinion.
But
I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
The value of that battle is the quality of Pose's material. The value of that battle isn't the quality of opponent. So you're going to look at, if I'm watching that battle, the way I'm going to rank it, I'm going to look at what Pose did. And I'm going to compare what Pose did to everybody that's below him or above him and say, yo, what Pose did, does he belong here? We can't give him what y'all gave Gun Hood Zeke and say, yo, he stood in front of this nigga and it was fire. So yeah, Zeke was dope, but he stood in front of another dope nigga and he might have won.
That's
so
fair.
We got to put him up a little bit.
That's fair.
You can't do that with Pose if he didn't get that fight.
What about the fans that aren't up on Marv 1 and just watching battle?
They don't matter.
And they just
they
watch
don't
the
matter
nigga
for
just
him.
die.
For him.
And
For
they just
him.
watch it.
Because
Okay.
you got to remember, for him and Foster, because they are avid members of the culture. They are avid and knowledgeable critics of the culture.
So they know better.
So like Cisco and Ebert don't fuck with Marvel movies. Well, you know, I'm sorry, Cisco is past. Ebert and Roper don't fuck with Marvel movies. Yeah, they do big numbers. But niggas who really know cinema, like, I'm not putting this up here with Citizen Kane. I'm not putting this up here with Departed. Y'all can love it.
I got it.
But this ain't that. And that's all I'm saying. If he didn't get the opportunity, it's not fair for Pose. He didn't get the opportunity to stand in front of one of the dopest niggas that's ever been a part of Michigan battle rap. It's not fair to him.
I got it.
But I'm not gonna give him that. But let's move on a little bit.
Yeah.
Stack Boy Chuck, is there any argument about Stack Boy Chuck being at number 9?
Bar Wars champion. Bar Wars champion beat Michael Ice on King of the Dot. That was a 3-round judge battle on one of the biggest stages.
Yeah.
We take in consideration where you battle and the platform you battle as well. So that was a very high stakes battle. He earns his spot.
No argument with Stack Boy Chuck. E-Real, anything? Number 8.
Won a judge battle with Noah and did amazing against Big Cannon.
Polo Row. I'm assuming that's Polo Row, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Great battle against Bad Life Bird. About to battle JC in a couple weeks. He's just been consistent.
Biggs, number 6.
Even though he lost, he goes higher ranked than the first time. An amazing performance against Michigan and a great performance and win against First to God.
Shotty P. Well, let me ask on Shotty P. My only question on Shotty P is who has he battled locally? Because I haven't seen his local battles.
He just battled times.
Okay, and what league was that on?
King of the Dot.
So that counts as local?
Yes.
Okay.
Counted.
I didn't know King of the Dot. And for those of you who are not aware, the dot stands for T dot, and the T in T dot stands for Toronto because they're based in Toronto, Canada, which is 4 hours away from Detroit, Michigan. If you're driving, 45 minutes away if you're flying.
Where did this battle take place though?
On King of the Dot's platform, which is dropped on King of the Dot's channel.
What location did this battle take place?
The IP address? Are you talking about the IP address?
Next person.
Channel?
Next person. Next person.
No, Shotty's dope. I just think I just feel like Shotty is on this list because niggas like Shotty. Shotty and Impose are two of the niggas that you just really got to have something wrong with you to dislike. And Shotty isn't really any longer a local battler. He battles on Bar Wars when it's a King of the Dot event. He doesn't battle on the Bar Wars events that are not King of the Dot related.
He's battled in Australia.
He's earned that right though. Shotty's dope, but it just seems like if we're using the same fair criteria, Shotty really shouldn't be there.
That's the only question I had.
But Shotty's dope.
Shotty's on there, and you don't have somebody like Mac Myron on there.
Yeah, and that's my thing.
I got it.
So, but Shotty's dope. So I don't have nothing crazy to say about Shotty. Number 4, Michigan. That's my nigga again. So I'm gonna shut up.
The biggest jump and the perfect example outside of him of our number 1. Hard work, strength of schedule, clear wins, 3-round battles, judge
He's been
battles.
on a tear though.
He's always been on.
He's been on it. No, but lately,
No, like this is his renaissance. This is his renaissance year right now.
Hey,
like he battles Stackboy Chuck for the belt October 9th. If he wins that battle, that top 3 might be looking different come December. I'm
gonna tell y'all right now.
I ain't gonna hold
It's something about Pontiac niggas. Like if y'all niggas go through the catalog and watch this, and I guarantee you guys are gonna be like, I never thought about this. Michigan and Ill Will. The further their hairline goes back, the better they get. These niggas, by the time these niggas is bald, bro, them niggas been killing, bro. Yak niggas, we get mad when our hairline leave, bro. We get aggressive.
So y'all Samson in reverse? Y'all
bro,
Samson
reverse
in
Samson,
reverse?
cuz. Them niggas been cooking. Shout out to Gun. Gun been cooking.
Gun, man.
Number 3, Stack Almighty. I'm seriously not talking about this nigga. So I'm going to let y'all niggas talk about this. I ain't saying nothing. Moving along. Number 2, Piranha.
I ain't saying nothing either about that.
I ain't saying nothing. Hey, both of you. Hey, I love y'all niggas. Shout out to y'all. I ain't got nothing to say. Number 1, Times.
Perfect example of not being complacent. Times was number 1 in our very first list, and he checked every single box that we look for. Strength of schedule, battling in the King of the Dot tournament, the type of name, beating Real Deal, having that debatable battle with Marv. You can go back and forth for who won, but even battling out of state. 1-round clear win in Indiana, giving local guys chances, give them looks, fire clear win, butter clear win. Like,
let me ask you this: is Times no longer a local nigga? Because you're saying giving local niggas shots. Has he reached that point where he's no longer one of us?
I think by the end of this King of the Dot season, we can say that.
Okay.
He's right there. Right there.
And you know what? Let me be fair. Let me go back because I love making joke shit. But let me be honest. I'm gonna go back to number 3 and then talk about number 2 briefly. And I'm gonna just be honest about him. I think Stack Almighty is one of the ones I was talking about who has been a victim of his higher quality opponents, in my opinion. Him not getting their best game. Stack Almighty versus Danny Myers. Stack Almighty versus New Jersey Twerk and Drugs. Like. Those were 2 battles where Stack did his thing, but I feel like
Big Cannon wasn't really good against him either.
I feel like they kind of melded in though. I didn't even count Big Cannon, because in my opinion, no shade to Big Cannon. I actually fuck with Big Cannon as a person, and Big Cannon actually fucks with me, which is crazy. But I don't look at Big Cannon as that name like that anymore.
I said only out of all those names, the only battle we had him losing was Danny Myers. We did have him lose to Danny Myers,
but he didn't get the best twerk he should have got.
No,
like you know what I'm saying?
Who does though?
Yeah, but certain people do, and I'm saying that's what kind of hurts. It's like you put him in front of Twerk, he deserves to be in front of.
But
Twerk.
to be fair, that battle was originally supposed to be New Jersey Twerk and Noah, and that got changed 2 weeks before the event.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so yeah, I think he's a victim of that. I think Stack Almighty, and here's the thing for me, like Stack Almighty, in my opinion, is one of the best dudes in Michigan battle rap as far as music is concerned. Stack Music, he got this joint it's an older joint. It's called the New Dope Intro. That is my fucking shit. I fuck with that heavy. Stack Almighty can go. But it's like once I've heard what you can, he's one of the ones like we was talking about earlier when I was talking with Tez. Like, does the music help? Does battle rapping help or hinder your music? I think if you were to listen to a Stack Almighty battle and then listen to a Stack Almighty song, you would think you're listening to 2 different artists.
Oh,
absolutely. Like the quality is totally different. Yeah. I feel like battle rap is not what Stack Almighty should, my opinion, what he should not be focusing. His music is dope. His battles are good. As a battler, if he was on URL, he would be a mid-tier battler to me. Like, in my opinion, he would be somewhere within that Kid Chaos, Real Sick realm,
Right,
Mike P
right,
realm.
yeah.
I mean, he's dope. He can hold his own. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away from him. But his music, though, what he does on a beat is on a different level than what he does battle rap rise. So I'm always a little bit more critical of his battles because once I see what you can do, I can't accept less than that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I understand when you're a battle rapper, you got a 4-bar setup, you got to punch, you got to do the react. I get it. But just to me, that doesn't seem to be where he flourishes at. So for me personally, with Stack Almighty, it's kind of rough for me.
Got it.
Watching this battle, because I know how dope he can be. Piranha, once again, like, I don't know what local battles he's done recently. I know he was on the Crucible.
Gun Hazik.
Okay, I didn't see that one on Piranha.
Yeah. Michael Ice. That was a few years ago.
Piranha is one of them ones too who I didn't realize how young he was when he came in the NBR.
Yeah.
And watching Piranha grow. I remember Piranha being upset because Piranha battled Anubis on Mike Murderer's TV on the night when they used to do, like, it wasn't even on a real Mike Murderer's card. They used to do like this thing called Mike Check Mondays, where it was an open mic night. And at Mike Check Mondays, they're like, yo, we're going to have Piranha and Anubis. Like, he was that nigga at one point. And the battle wasn't that good. And then Piranha stepped his fucking game up and got, like, amazing. And then they dropped that battle, which they wasn't even going to drop because it wasn't good. They dropped it after he reformulated his style and got
but
dope, and he
then-
was pissed about it.
But then when they did the rematch
Yeah.
in Atlanta on URL on
Yeah, it was-
on the Red Alert card,
was a good battle.
It seemed like, yeah.
It was a good battle,
It was
but it was
different.
just so I'm proud to say I've been there to watch the growth and maturation of Piranha as a battler, and with what's going on right now, it's kind of just a shame that this is really every time Piranha get to the point where he should be cooking, where he should be getting his recognition, where he should be getting his flowers, something in his personal life happens that derails that opportunity. And I'm worried that, this, because when niggas right now is getting 10K, 20K a battle,
Yeah.
where they can life-sustaining money on a battle, this is the perfect time for Piranha to be doing what he does. And he seems to always miss out on that for personal reasons. So just on some real nigga shit, it always hurts me that, he deserves to be where a lot of these niggas are.
Absolutely.
And he can't get there.
He has some talent.
He's talented, you know what I'm saying? And I hope everything, gets worked out. I hope Piranha, the personal shit can get right. And I hope Piranha can get back to being, doing what he does. One of the things that he does best, because he's a father. So I'm not going to say battle rap is what he does best, because niggas got higher priorities. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm wishing that he get to where he need to be and can do what he needs to do. Hopefully stay out of those type of situations, because this right now is the perfect time for Piranha. So, I was just being funny earlier, fucking with Stack and Piranha. So, but I definitely want to be as because they're dope niggas, and they're both two niggas who might shoot you for real. So, you got to be real careful with what you say with niggas who got good aim. So, yeah. All right. You got to be real careful with them niggas with good trajectory to take one of Clever words. But But yeah, that was the kind of list.
My word.
Yeah, I know Klever is over here kind of like, yo,
Listen,
when we gonna talk about Kanye?
we making trajectory shirts. We making orange slices
There,
shirts.
this nigga Klever be giving out orange. Next week, I'm coming here with a plate with some orange slices.
Giving out
Cause
orange
I'm just gonna pass it to him as he give them out. Like, bro, what is this nigga doing? He be giving orange slices.
Yeah.
But yo, we gonna kind of switch gears a little bit, man. We just gonna kind of talk about a little everything. The list was kind of what was buzzing the NBR. We kind of had to talk about it a little bit. I know you're itching to talk about Donda. Wrap it up. Oh man, we can't talk about Donda, man. We gotta wrap it up, y'all. So we're already over an hour in, man. So we just gonna keep this one at the what the fuck you call it? The list cast. This is the Lisp cast.
Hank
The
is
list
so
cast.
rude, man.
Yeah, hey Hank, you ever remember that episode? You ever?
Okay.
In 17 weeks. Y'all remember that episode? No, you good. No, you good. You remember that fucking episode on Dave Chappelle when niggas had the wrap it up button? Yo, wrap that shit up. Yo, Hank was like, yo, nigga, wrap that shit the fuck up, nigga. Like, this nigga's 5'2" and just bullied the fuck out of me. But yo, on behalf, this was the list cast, man. We want to talk about that NBR list, man. Klever, your boy Project Logic, June,
Like,
Hank, man, Hank
share,
Nation TV, Dope
subscribe.
Ideas Media, Plug City. You know what it is.